anyone can benefit who wants to come here, whether it's an injury or an athlete or a casual fit person who just want to carry on and not lose the games while they are on holidays.
So for a foreign person, this is like for free. Two big private ones, I think. One is a nursing school and the other one is a more general, like the public university. 50 or 30, no, 30, I think it was 30,000, but all of our food costs plus all our utilities, so all our expenses up.
They just knock on the door, but when we have meetings or
they got
clients,
used to the idea already.
So people just turn up here, and if they see you here, they can just come in because you're not doing anything. But we actually have like meetings. I train people online. Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back, everyone. Another episode of this weird podcast.
That's the name, the weird podcast
About Madeira. You good? How are you?
I'm good. Are you good?
Yeah. We're shooting this a little bit late because tomorrow, usually it's Sunday, but it's Saturday night. 8.
Good morning.
Yeah, usually shoot this on Sundays, but tomorrow we're going for a hike, so I want to get this done and meet some people. Okay, last episode we touched on some Q&As, so we're going to carry on that, so to give some things that people interested in talk about. It's again Hungarian, so I'm going to translate it. I'm going to put it on screen, but it's a little bit long and it's going to be really specific, so we try to keep some more specific idea. A lot of things we already answered in previous podcasts, but we try to go a little bit more, go on a deeper and more direct. Okay, so what is financial side of moving here, just the moving itself, how hard or how is to buy a house here, which we touched upon already, and then everyday expenses compared to England. It says like you don't have to say like your exact numbers, but roughly. And also what the opportunities on the island, like work, school system, sports, etc. Whatever like a family comes through. And a little bit about ourselves, like who we are and what we do, because maybe maybe for people who follow us for longer, they know, but not the new people who actually interested in Madeira.
That's what happens when you only have your friends and family following you.
Yep.
You don't need to, no, I'm kidding. But a lot of them. And so we kind of don't feel like we need to introduce, because it's those people plus all of your loyal followers, so yeah.
The channel changed a lot because I've been running this channel for like 5 years now. But obviously I lived in Brighton and I was like a lot of personal training content and all about training and nutrition and how they can come and see me in Brighton, basically in England. But since I moved here, the channel changed. So if you go back to last, 10, 20 videos is about how we built the gym here and how we moved here and just basically the gym building journey and some other random videos, because a lot of things is new for us as well here. And as I said in the first video, when we moved here, is like we don't know the direction of the channel yet, but we try to figure out. So this is one of the things we're trying to figure out, is it works or not, so people like it or not. But we're trying to help people who is interested in Madeira, so what they can expect or want to move here or wants to come and stay here. Because what we're doing now is, I used to be a personal trainer in England for like 10 years. I've been training people, and my goal was to one day either open my space, my gym space, or the long-term goal was to open a retreat of someone who, like my athletes and my clients, could come, stay for longer, stay overnight or a couple days and weeks, even for off season if it is, we're talking about an athlete, and get a very personal training, not just 1 hour sessions, but actually live with me and then monitor them almost 24/7 to watch them. And because the biggest problem is with personal training, I'll see them for 1 hour, but then I don't see them for like 23 hours, so it's hard to exactly it's hard to see if they do it right, they eat right, you know, they sleep enough and stuff like that. So when they come here, they can stay with us. They go to bed when it's scheduled, we wake up when it's scheduled, we do the routine. We if it's a customized, we have like pre-scheduled experience. If you go for more like a leisure, more for a rejuvenating session or a strength training, or have a couple pre-scheduled, you can see this in the description where to find us on our website. It's all detailed down there, but you can customize it so you know how many days you want to come and how many days you want to spend with us. So we try to give you a full service of, we're picking you up from the airport, you can stay with us, we show you around the island every day, a little bit different, we go different parts of the island, but in the same time we try to give you like a fitness holiday, so a little bit for people who not just want to party or just look around, but want to have like a little bit more an active, like an active holiday, because that's how we like to go on trips as well. So a lot of walking, hikings. If we can find a gym, then train in the gym. And then when we came here, it was really hard. There's not many gyms here. It's more like health club, like gym, like a hotel gym. So it's not the best. And then we try to create this environment. We're shooting this video is to get all my 10 years of experience working in different gyms in England and see and get all my knowledge about powerlifting, strength training, weight training, training athletes, to get the best equipment what we can have, so anyone can benefit who wants to come here, whether it's an injury or an athlete or a casual fit person who just want to carry on and not lose the gains while they are on holidays. So that's what we offer. It's everything on our website, but that's about a nutshell, like who I am. And then Sarah's trying to help me with this.
Yeah, I'm not a fitness person. I like to think of me as
in the industry. You're fit, but, you know,
moderately fit person, but I'm not in the fitness industry specifically. Yeah. Well, I'm by association, obviously, because I've helped you so much. I mean, I try to help as much as I can, and sort of I absorb a lot of the things that you say, the things that you do by observation, by listening to you. So for example, if it's a very basic knowledge that people who have zero experience of gym come and ask us about it, I'm very comfortable already to say a lot of the things whilst I'm sort of in this translator role as well here, while you keep learning Portuguese. So I feel comfortable to explain a lot of basic things at least already. As for me personally, I've worked in a lot of things. At the moment, I'm a team manager in a tech company. So I work remotely. That's why I can be between Madeira and UK. And I'm also a content writer for them, and on my own time, I'm a bit of a content writer as well, songwriter. So yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. We'll never know in the future.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's about it. Obviously, if you're more interested, you can always go back to watch my old videos. It's more like it's in the UK, but it's gym based. It's like evergreen content, so it's not like it's, you know, it's out to date. It's like how to train, how to eat healthy. So you can see my references or my portfolio, if you say so.
Yeah,
you can
it's
see my
very gym and workout focused. Well, lifestyle as well, but a lot of workout focused and nutrition. And in here, because we have the service of the retreat service, we obviously also need to talk about the environment where people will be retreating on. So Madeira is a very big focus point of, I think it will be a focus point of this channel as well. So in the meantime, we decided to do this podcast because whether this is what you guys want to see long term or not, at least there'll be interesting information about the island and the place that you eventually will visit if you come to stay with us.
Yep. Yeah. Okay, let's turn to the other side of the question, which was finances.
Mm-hmm. The living cost.
Yeah, the cost of living here and compared to England. So we made pretty good money in England, I would say. Maybe like above average, especially like I was self-employed, so it's a little bit different. So 1 month I could have a lot of clients and 1 month less. And yeah, people on holiday, Christmas is always quieter, summer is quieter, so you have like ups and downs. So you always, it's not like a fixed income, but roughly every year comes out a little bit same or more as the business grows. So we together we made good money, but we lived in an expensive city, so a lot of money goes
Just
into
the
just
rent,
living
really.
on cost, just the rent. I have to pay rent for the gym, so it's like paying 2 rents. Food is expensive, so but still we made good money, and then our plan was to buy a flat there, but because it was a pandemic, there was like a lot of pent-up demand, everything was behind, and then so it was already
inflation.
very hard to get through the paperwork and buy a house in England, especially if you have some kind of complications. It takes even longer. It's a nightmare anyway. So it took like 6, 8, 9 months when we said like, okay, we don't want to have this house anymore. It was too much trouble, and then we just came here for a holiday, and we fell in love with the place. We knew we don't want to move into the capital, so somewhere quieter, because we lived in a very loud city. So we chose this. So we went up. You can go onto either Lista or some other. Yeah, it's a real estate website. You can search for, I think, Italy, Spain, and Portugal, and then you can just search for the island.
Yeah.
And
for the English people, I don't know. So we say idealista, but
you
read it like
Google it,
idealista or something like that. Yeah,
it's the first thing that comes up. So you can just search there, and that's what we did. We searched some real estate, what we liked. And then we contacted a lot of real estate agents. One replied really quickly. She was very persistent and really liked the hustle, and someone who were like replying, getting back to us, because we had like
expanded on this on the first episode.
Yeah, we already talked about it, so we're not gonna go. I just want to quickly go through. So actually, we find a very nice real estate agent. She helped me everything. She took us everywhere, and we found this in like 30 minutes away from Funchal, which is the capital. And the reason we liked this, because it was, first of all, it was way quieter than the other side. It was very green and a little bit more like walkable than other places, because anywhere we saw houses, it was really high up on a hill. You cannot go anywhere without car. There are no sidewalks, and then we like to go for a walk, and then it was pretty much impossible to go anywhere. While here in this village, you can actually get out, you can go for a nice walk, come back up. It's still hilly, but you can actually walk. Not the best, but still without driving everywhere. And if we want to go to the Funchal, to the capital, it's still just half an hour. So it was perfect. We found a house with a big garage, so I could turn this to a gym, which actually a cafe before. So I had a license, you have the utilities and everything already in, so we just have to basically refurbish it. And yeah, and also was much cheaper than Funchal. So in terms of prices, I think it's I'm going to round up some numbers, but I think it's 4,000 euros per square meter in Funchal.
Yeah, 3,000 highs. Yeah.
So
depending on where in the center, but in this,
so it goes up to like 4,000 euros per square meter. So imagine if you like 100 square meter one bedroom flat, is gonna be already like what is 400,000. So yes, it's expensive. While down here it's less than 2,000 per square meter. So it was perfect, because you can get a nice house with a reasonable price. It went up a lot, so we would come here and like before the pandemic, it would be even cheaper. Like you could maybe get this house, maybe not in Funchal, but closer to it. Yeah, the house prices are very inflated here because a lot of people moved here since the pandemic, Americans and from other countries. Because the island is very well, the roads are very nicely made.
The new roads and the roads around the island, they call it the Expresso or highway or the Expresso road, express road, sorry.
Yeah.
And those are really, really good. They just basically plummeted through the mountains and made tunnels around the whole island, so you can just literally just drive. It's really nice. Obviously, if you want to go inwards to the small towns and into the mountains, and there's like all the roads. Yeah.
But the internet is great. You can get pretty much everything you want. You might have to wait a couple of weeks, so it's slower, but you get really good service here. So a lot of nomads comes here, digital nomads, to live for a couple of months. Someone stuck here for longer, so it's a lot of foreign community here.
It's very English friendly as well.
Very English friendly. Most people speak English, especially businesses. You will get by, and so it was very good. Everything basically wanted. So that's why we decided to move here. In terms of
living costs. Schools. Yeah, schools is a good one because I need my cheating.
Yeah, you go on there.
And I'm running out of batteries. So.
I tried to research it, but it's very much personal.
Yeah, so school
there's one college here or like university?
Oh yeah, it's like we call it superior schools. Universities, there's one. I mean, one public one, and there's two big private ones. I think one is a nursing school, and the other one is a more general, like the public university. And in terms of degrees, it seems to offer a nice variety. It has some technical degrees, which is like not like BA honors or anything like that, but like a certified expertise, has a few of those. And then it has humanities, science and engineering, social sciences, then other type of science like biology, etc. Tech and management, like how do you say when you host people, like in hotels and restaurants and all that stuff, so more technical. And then health, particularly nursing. So it doesn't seem to have a medicine degree, for example. So if you wanted that specifically, maybe you couldn't do it in the island. And then in terms of younger schools for younger people, in terms of cost, actually, I was looking into this, and the cost for, the cost for university, it says, a quick search, I didn't like delve a lot into it, but it says between 2,000 to 3,000, this should be the price per year. So for a foreign person, this is like for free for most people. I think, for example, when I took my master's, my Portuguese. Yes,
UK,
so
right?
when I
What's
did
the difference
university
in price?
When I did university in Portugal many years ago, so now it might be a little more expensive, but I did a master's right away, so it was 5 full years. So I started with the BA honors and then went straight into the master's, and the whole thing was like 5,000 euros, I think. It was like maybe a bit more. It was like 1,000-ish per year. I got a scholarship at some point because my family wasn't able to help me from the second year onwards, so I applied for the scholarship and I got it. So then I didn't have to pay. And then in England it was, I don't remember, 50 or 30, no, 30, I think it was 30,000 pounds, the ish around, because so it's almost like 10,000-ish per year. It's very expensive. Yeah. It's like 10 times more expensive.
But in comparison to America, I guess.
Yes, I've had American colleagues of mine in uni that came to England, and the whole thing, including living expenses, renting a room, not a full house, they were renting rooms, plus the university cost, the whole thing per year was cheaper than just university degree they wanted to take in America. So it's absurd. But so the price for us is not that cheap, but for foreign people is really, really cheap. So it's good to And we have very good universities. I don't know much about Madeira, but in Portugal, yeah,
for about high schools and
high
primary
school, yeah, we have public education, so it's usually for free. I was actually just out of curiosity looking into what should be the average cost of all the books and stuff that, say, a high school, not a high school, but like fifth graders up to the seventh, like that second cycle of school, that's what we call it. They estimate an average cost of 122.58 euros. So that would be your cost for younger children, plus the meals or whatever they do at school, plus any other extras like, I don't know, clothes for gym class, any trip that they take. So it's not bad at all, you know. And
schools are around, like every small village has a primary school, I think. So I guess it's 1
at
to
least
8.
Primary they should have here. They have, for example,
up to
so, yeah.
14 years
for
old.
No, primary school is 1st to 4th grade. So up to, what is it, 9, 10 years old? Then you'd need the second cycle school between 15th and 7th, and then for 5th and 6th grade, and then 7 upwards. It's the high school, up to the 12th.
Yeah.
But at least for your young children, you can, usually every little town has one.
Yeah. And then every
When they are
bigger
older,
ones have a high school. I think
school,
there's one in Santana, one in Mexico.
Yeah, so they can just go by bus.
Yes, which is not too far. Like everything is pretty close in an island. It's a small island, so
Yeah.
15 minutes maximum to the next
I
big
would
town.
think that every council has, so this is a parish of Santana's council, right? So Santana has the high school. Yeah. So in what, 10, 15 minutes?
Yeah,
Get there?
5 minutes.
5 minutes car.
To
Yeah.
Santana.
So, yeah.
Okay, cool. And in terms of expenses, we spend around, what we said, 600 or 700 euros.
Yeah,
a
but like,
month.
so counting all of our food costs, wherever we go, even out in, we don't eat out that much, but all of our food costs plus all our utilities, so all our expenses apart from the house cost, we were between 600 and 700 without having much like care or much sacrifice on what we buy on the supermarket, for example.
Yeah. Keep in mind, we cook for ourselves every day.
Yeah.
We buy good food, good quality food always.
Yeah.
But we buy vegetables and tofu based.
Yeah. There's one thing that, for example, if you eat rice or potatoes every day, that might be lower. But a lot
Same
of days
in every country. But what I'm saying is,
a lot of days we eat just the veggies, a lot of veggies and protein, for example. So that.
Yeah. So we cook every day, and then we use a credit card to track whether it's just spent just for food, so we can track this.
Yeah.
And it comes to about 600, and then 100 is the utilities, the water, the electricity,
Yeah, I think everything.
and the internet and everything is all together. It's like 100 per month or something.
Yeah.
Some you pay in every 2-3 months, some pay every month, but roughly around 100.
We don't have gas, so it's just electricity, and water and internet.
Yeah. And that's it.
Sorry, internet, 2 mobile phone contracts, and television, which you don't use, but it's in the pack, so you have to pay for it. So that is already included in what we call internet.
Yeah,
So
with
we pay it
internet,
as a pack,
you can only buy it in bundle. You cannot buy it on its own because it's actually cheaper in the bundle.
Yeah.
And it's like, what is it, 70 a month or something?
Yeah, around 70 per month. It was 60 highs, but then the second mobile phone is like an addition.
Yeah.
So it goes to 70-ish every month. Internet, television, 2 mobile phones with unlimited calls and texts. And I don't know how much internet we have in our phones. But it seems enough. I mean,
a lot, way more than in England. So compared to England, I think we spend less here. Utilities are cheaper than last time we've been in England because their electricity prices shot up like 3-fold. It may come down since then, but still we still spend way less. In England, on food, just me, I spent like 600. Plus, when you went to the shop, you spent another 600 probably. So we spent way more on food, I think, 100%. And we ate out much more as well because it was just, coffee here, croissant there, and stuff like this. So when you go out and eat, restaurants are way more expensive than here. And obviously more tempting as well because we had more options. Here, if we want to have a nice food, we have to go up like 2-3 towns. So we do
vegan food
less often. Yes, but still cheaper to eat out.
Oh yeah, that's significantly cheaper.
Yeah.
Well, the difference between eating out, it's way more noticeable than, for example, the supermarket. Supermarket is not that much. Some things are a bit cheaper, but it's not like, wow, I can spend half of the money here. It's like, but it's a bit cheaper. But eating out,
you can get like on markets, old markets, and you can grow your own stuff, so you can save on that as well, because everything is very fertile. Everyone is growing something here, so it can be really cheap if you want. You just have more opportunities here to grow your stuff or barter with people, like you give me banana, I give you that, whatever, I guess. So food can be way cheaper. Obviously, it comes with less opportunities in terms of jobs, because most people are just growing their own vegetables. A lot of people in the villages, they live below their needs, I guess. I don't think like online jobs are very popular here because I think we are the only one who doing online job. Everyone is like, they're thinking we are here, we are at home all the time, so we don't do anything. So they just come in, they just knock on the door. But when we have meetings or
they got
clients,
used to the idea already.
So people just turn up here, and they see you here, they can just come in because you're not doing anything. But we actually have like meetings. I train people online, so I have meetings and. They just come in and knock on the door because they see you're at home. So they kind of like, then they apologize because I don't think it's like a really culturally, norm here to like you just sit home and doing nothing, not physical work. There's a big shortage of workers, like physical workers here, like builders and stuff, because there's just not enough. Everyone is building here, especially I guess foreign people. Since foreign people move here, they want to refurbish their houses, and there's never enough. We always have to wait if we want to get something done on a house, just not enough people. So if you have a good hand, then you definitely can find jobs here.
Yeah. Anything related with construction or refurbishing things? There's a lot of job opportunity. Electrician, plumbing, a bunch of things.
Yeah. So I guess if you can work online, it's a great place because it's cheaper than anyone else. You have great view, you have a tropical island, so it's a paradise if you can work online. Otherwise, I guess first you need to speak Portuguese and second, mainly physical job. There's not like big tech companies here where you can go in and work in. So you either work in some kind of physical, agricultural or builders team,
or you come already with a job, and that would be different. And if you go to a company in Funchal, you might get away with just speaking English if you're working for like a big construction company or something like that for the foreigners.
Yeah, but it probably is going to change. I think the island is on the boom. It's like, if you're America, it's like they call it the Hawaii of Europe. So it's kind of just a very unique spot in Europe. It's a tropical island. Everyone wants to live here, but we have to create jobs. But now it's like IKEA is coming here, so more and more bigger companies coming here, and they try to expand and give subsidies to bigger tech-related companies. So young people want to live here as well, not just retire. Okay, hope we answered everything. We answered a lot of things. Hope it was conclusive enough. I don't think anything else we left
out.
Okay.
If so, ask us in the next episode.
yeah, leave it in the comment section and we try to answer everything we can. And I guess we'll see you next one.